Parthiban Kanavu, English translation by Anand Kannan, narrated by Sujatha Anand. Book 2, Chapter 3, The Conspiracy. Shortly, Queen Arulmozhi and Prince Vikraman entered the hut, greeted the sage, and touched his feet in respect. The sage embraced the prince and blessed him. In the last 6 years, Vikraman had transformed from a child to a well-built young man. His face reflected his bravery and the restlessness of ambition. He started speaking rapidly. "Your Holiness, my father appeared in my dream last night. He took me to the Chirapalli hill. He showed me the lion flag flying on top of the hill. I can't be patient any longer. Please give me your blessings." "You always have my blessings, my child. I asked you to wait for the right time. It may be the right time now. Tell me your plans. You can't get what you want by haste. You have to think everything through. In the scrolls that your father gave you, the divine poet says, "எண்ணி துணிக கருமம் துணிந்த பின் எண்ணுவம் என்பது இழுக்கு," which means reflect, think through the task and commit. Once you commit, don't yield to second thoughts. You should never forget this, said the sage. "I have thought through it, Your Holiness. On the full moon day of the coming month, Puratasi, I am going to pull out the lion flag flying on the Chirapalli hill and replace it with the tiger flag. I won't let anyone talk me out of this plan." "I am glad to hear this, Vikrama. I am not going to try and dissuade you. I was waiting for this day. I only want to know how you intend to put this plan to action. What happens after you unfurl the tiger flag? Who is going to guard the flag? Do you expect General Achyutavarman of the Pallava army to stand by and just watch you do it?" asked the sage. "Your Holiness, you don't have to worry about it. The Chora people are all prepared. Ponnan will vouch for this. On the full moon day, there will be a gathering of warriors in Urayur. As soon as the tiger flag is unfurled, they will publicly swear allegiance to my army. We are going to annihilate the Pallava army stationed there and capture Achyutavarman." The sage said, "This is a risky venture. Do you have enough support? Who is coordinating the warriors? You have rarely stepped out of the spring palace." "My uncle Marappa Bhupati is helping me gather a large army. He has been working on this secret mission." The sage seemed displeased. His face darkened on hearing this. He interrupted Vikraman and asked, "Marappa Bhupati? When did you tell him all your plans?" "My uncle has seen the error of his ways. He is remorseful for his behavior towards my father. He is willing to sacrifice his life for the freedom of the Chora country." The sage looked at Arulmozhi and asked, "Is this true?" Arulmozhi nodded. "Yes, Your Holiness. Marappan indeed appears to be a changed man." "I am glad if that's the case. I wish your mission success. May Lord Kartikeya guard you. May Goddess Parashakti add her strength to your shoulders. I will return at the right time. I will take my leave now." The sage stood up. Vikraman said, "Your Holiness, my uncle is expected to arrive now. He is very eager to meet you. May I request you to stay a little longer?" "No, Vikrama. I can't stay any longer. Stay resolute. Don't forget the word that you gave your father." Arulmozhi addressed Ponnan. "Ponna, take the prince to the boat. I will be there in a minute." After Ponnan and Vikraman left, Arulmozhi touched the sage's feet and said, "Your Holiness, I don't know who you are. I have speculated on your identity in the past, but I have always been certain you are our well-wisher. I have no longer needed to know who you are, but I want to ask for a boon. You are my only hope." The sage, moved to tears, said, "I will do anything that is within my powers." Tell me what you want." Arulmozhi, overcome with emotion, said, "You are a wise and powerful sage. I want you to save my son's life. I don't have confidence that Vikraman's mission is going to succeed. What can a young boy do against the might of the Pallava emperor? You know everything, and yet you have encouraged him. I don't know your plans, but whatever they are, I place my trust in you to protect him. Only God can guarantee someone's life. But I will say this with certainty. Vikraman's father, spirit, will guard him. Stop worrying," assured the sage. They could hear hoofbeats approaching from the west. The sage took his leave and started walking east. In a few minutes, Marappan arrived on horseback. He dismounted and asked, "Vikrama, has the sage arrived?" "Uncle, he just left. If only you arrived a few minutes earlier." Saying, Vikraman looked east. Marappan said, "He went this way, did he? Let me catch up with him and look at his face." He mounted his horse again and hurried off. He rode a long way. The sage was nowhere to be found. He had apparently vanished into thin air. End of chapter 3.